1. Hi, I'm Terry and I'm nuts about stamping. I'm back today with another Sundays with Sizzix project. I'm going to create a floral card right in front of you using my Big Shot and a brand new stamp set and corresponding framelits that I just had arrive this week. So I'm going to start off by doing a little stamping. I'm going to bring in just a folded over grid sheet so that I don't mess up my board underneath. And I'd like to share with you a new stamp set that I just got. It's called Secret Garden. You can buy it separately or you can bundle it with the Secret Garden Framelits dies. And so that's what I did because A, I like to save money, and B, I don't like to cut out a lot of flowers. I'm just not a good cutter, so I bought the bundle so that I can use the framelits too. So I'm going to use some of my favorite color combinations for my layer that's going to be across my card. So I'm going to take this flower image and I'm going to stamp it like that, maybe just another one there. And I used Wisteria Wonder. And then I'm going to take the second flower image and I'm going to stamp it there and say up here like that. So I've got some flowers. It's always good to go off the layer. It sort of attracts the eye and makes your project look a little bit more professional than flowers all lined up in a row. Now I've got some Lucky Limeade, and in the Secret Garden stamp set there is a leaf image or a branch image. I'm going to stamp it there and there, and maybe just a little bit on the end like so. And then the last thing I'm going to do is bring in my Elegant Eggplant. And this is a line art image. It's not a solid color image. So I'm going to ink it up using my Elegant Eggplant, and I am just going to stamp right on top of everything I've already stamped. And maybe just one more like so. And there we go. We sort of have a variety of colors, tones, and images, which will really make a nice attractive layer for the front of my card. But I'm not done. I'm going to put my inks aside just for a second and bring my Big Shot in. And I'm going to add two interesting details to this layer. I'm going to bring back in the smaller floral image, and I have some scrap Whisper White cardstock. I've got my Wisteria Wonder ink ready to go. And this is the same image that I used on the layer. And I'm going to stamp this twice. I'm going to bring in my Big Shot. And here are the Secret Garden framelits. There they are there. And I'm going to use this one, which matches with the flower that I just stamped. So if you don't like cutting out flowers either, this is the perfect framelit for you to get and add to your collection as well. The hard part is figuring out, and it's really not that hard. Well, it shouldn't be that hard. There we go. Where to lay your framelit. There we go. Shouldn't be that hard, but things are always hard for me. All right, I'm going to put the top. So I've got my platform, bottom standard cutting pad, the framelit with the die on top, top standard cutting pad. Hold it in place so it doesn't slip, and then run it through your Big Shot. And you want your platform on the tallest tab. And then you just punch out your flower. And I'm going to do the same for the second one. Again, the hard part is figuring out There we go. All right. So I'll bring this in nice and close to me. Top standard cutting pad. Hold it in place and run it through the Big Shot. There we go. Now I will bring in my layer, and I decided to use a piece of Whisper White cardstock as the entire card base, and I forgot to get my adhesive ready to go, so I will be back in a moment with my adhesive, and I'll finish off the card and show you how it looks when it's all done. Back in a moment. All right. So I'm going to adhere my layer across the front of my card. There we go. I guess it's a good idea to have your layer nice and straight because it'll be really noticeable if it's not. There we go. And then for my 2 flowers that I die cut, I'm going to use some Stampin' Dimensionals. I'm going to curl up the petals, and I'm going to have 1 flower there, and the other flower will be like so, like that. And there we go. This would be great as a note card. You could add a phrase to the front of it. You could add a phrase inside. It's always a nice idea to add a stamped image to the inside of the card. So since I have my Wisteria Wonder and my stamp all ready to go, I think what I'll do is I'll stamp one in there and one up inside like that, and then I can put a phrase or just handwrite a note and give it to somebody special. For a complete listing of the supplies that I used and the measurements for the layer and the cardstock used for this card, please hop on over to my blog. I'm also going to show you a bumped up version of this card that adds a few more pretty little details, just in case you wanted to add a little bit more zing. So for a complete listing of everything I used and to see the bumped up card, please hop on over to my blog, www.nutsaboutstamping.com. While on my blog, subscribe to my customer newsletters. You can ask me a question, you can place an order for the supplies used to make this card, or you can check out the upcoming classes that I have and see lots of other sample ideas. I'm Terry. I'm Nuts About Stamping. See you next time. Bye for now.